Depending on what you've been reading, you may have heard that the TH sounds are very important or actually not at all important for being understood by native English speakers. And that, my friends, is what the topic of the video is today. Are the TH sounds important so that you can be easily understood by others? So in this video, I'm going to be giving you some anecdotes that have happened to me or my friends in which the TH sound specifically led to a pretty significant miscommunication. And afterwards, I will be going over 20 different words with TH and what can happen to them if we do not, in fact, produce the TH sound. So for those that don't know me, my name is Victoria, and for my subscribers, welcome back. As you guys may or may not know, this channel is all about American English. So if you're interested in pronunciation, articulation, stress, rhythm, all those fun topics, then please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and YouTube will keep you posted when I post new content. All right, you guys, so for my first TH story that happened to me just a few months ago, I was at the deli where I'd been numerous times, and the deli clerk and I were very familiar with each other, and I always spoke to her in French and she responded to me in French. However, this particular time, as I was coming in, I was on the phone finishing up a conversation in English. So I think she thought, this will be a great opportunity to practice my English, even though she didn't seem super comfortable in English. So I order what I'm ordering, and then she very politely asks me with a big smile on her face, she says, "You want tin?" And so I'm thinking for a second, and so I ask her again, "I'm not sure what you mean." And she says, "You want tin?" And so I'm thinking, are they doing something different at the deli now? Like, instead of putting your meat in those Ziploc bags, they're now gonna put it into a perhaps reusable metal tin. Seemed a bit unusual, but that's all my brain could think of as I kept hearing tin, tin. When I asked her to repeat one more time, she got a little bit frustrated and switched to French and said mince, which means thin, not tin. Then, of course, we were able to continue our conversation, but it's a good example of how one tiny sound substitution can in fact lead to a miscommunication if the listener's brain just gets stuck. Like, my brain was stuck on tin and all the things that it could mean, why she would want to put my order into a tin and not the usual plastic Ziploc bag. Another TH story that I have for you guys happened, again, pretty recently to a good friend of mine who was seeing an osteopath for some back pain. And their whole interaction was in English, and the osteopath was a native French speaker. And at the end of the session, the osteopath asked my friend if at his home, which my friend said, "Oh, I've recently bought a new home," and the osteopath said, "Oh, at your home, do you have a bat?" And my friend said, no, I don't have a bat. And the osteopath looked a little bit surprised, and he said, "Really? New home and you don't have a bat?" And so my friend is thinking, maybe he wants me to massage my back with a bat. He really had no idea. But my friend just kind of stuck with his line of thought and said, "Nope, I don't have a bat at home." Kind of thinking, should I have a bat at home? Is that necessary for self-defense in this neighborhood? But anyways, a few minutes go by and the osteopath says, "It's really too bad you don't have a bat at home, because if you did, you could take some Epsom salts and that would really help your muscle pain." And my friend said, "Oh, did you mean a bath?" And the osteopath said, "Yes, a bat." So that was my second TH story. I have one more for you guys, and this one also happened to me a couple years ago. I was working in my current job and I was meeting a brand new client. I had no idea what she did for work. I didn't really know anything about her. And I asked her what she does for work. And she told me that she is a treaty artist. And, I don't claim to know every profession in the universe. But so my brain, again, was thinking okay, someone who works on treaties. So she's working in international relations or something like this. But of course, as our conversation continued a little bit, I understood that she did not mean treaty, she meant 3D. She's a 3D artist, not a treaty artist. Again, huge miscommunication over one single tiny sound. So now you guys, I'm gonna read you 20 different words that have TH, and I'm gonna pronounce them as they should be pronounced with their TH sound, and then I'm gonna tell you what would happen if the TH was replaced by a commonly substituted sound, like a D or a Z or a S, or any other variant thereof. So here we go. So the first word that we have is they. They. Now, if you do not put in that voiced TH, and let's say instead you put in a D, they can really easily become day. This one is typically not that big of a deal because they and day are totally different parts of speech. So usually the context would kind of help point us in the right direction. It will obviously be much trickier to spot a miscommunication if you're substituting a noun for a different noun. So just keep that in mind. So our second word we have is this. This. If we change the with a D sound, instead of this, we get dis. Our third word is there. There. Again, voiced TH. And to substitute it with a D would produce the word dare. Dare. Number 4, we have then. Then. Another voiced TH sound. So this one could lead to 2 real words depending on whether we substituted a D or a Z sound. So with the D sound, instead of then, we would get then. No, we would get den. And if we put in a Z sound, we would get zen. So then, den, or zen. Number 5, we have three. Three. The THR combination can be really tricky for a lot of people because you need to coordinate everything perfectly. But if that voiceless, so silent TH sound does not stay a f, instead of 3, we often wind up with the word tree. So a lot of my clients substitute a voiceless TH before an R with the affricate ch. Number 6, we have, this is a good pair. This one could really lead to a miscommunication because they're both nouns. So our word is faith, faith, with a voiceless TH at the end. And if we do not say that voiceless TH, if we substitute it with a T, which is a really common substitution, we're going to end up with the word fate. And not only are those both nouns, they're kind of in the same kind of class of nouns, right? You could say, oh, my friend is really interested in studying faith or fate, and you wouldn't necessarily think either of those is a super unusual thing to be looking into. Our next one, number 7, theory. Theory. Voiceless TH at the beginning. What if we substituted that word with a T? Then we would get teary, like if you have tears running down your face. Or what if we substituted the TH with an S? Siri. You know, the friend that helps you find what you're looking for in Apple products. So this one, very important. Next we have number 8, thank. Like thank you. A voiceless TH. It may become tank if you do not put in the TH, or it may often become sank, like the past tense of to sink. Our next one, we have number 9, voiceless TH for third. Third. Now, if we don't put that voiceless TH in, we will end up with a not so polite word, turd. Turd. Our next one, we have Number 10, the story I told you guys about, the word is thin. But if you do not put that TH in, it will sound either like a tin or like a sin. So all three of those could potentially be pretty confusing. So our next one is number 11, the woman's name, Cathy. Cathy. If you do not put in that voiceless TH, and let's say you substitute it with a voiceless S, instead of the woman's name, Cathy, you will get the woman's name, Cassie. Both women's names, but obviously entirely different names. Our next word is number 12, theme. Theme. A voiceless TH there. And if we substitute it with an S, we will get seam. If we substitute it with a T, we will get team. Our next one, we have number 13, the word thigh. Thigh, voiceless TH again. This word can either become sigh with a S or tie with a T if you do not put in that TH sound. Our next one, we have number 14, the noun thorn. May end up sounding like the verb torn with a T instead of a F. Next up, we have number 15, another THR word. So thrash, thrash with a voiceless TH may end up sounding like trash, like garbage. Thrash versus trash. Our next one, number 16, another woman's name, Edith. Edith. If you do not put that TH in, instead of Edith, you may end up saying eat it. Eat it. Our next one, we have number 17, thumbs. Thumbs, like two thumbs up. And if your TH isn't there, you may end up saying Tums, like the medication if you're having some indigestion. Number 18, we talked about this one earlier. 3D might sound like treaty. And number 19, we have, again, a word from one of my anecdotes, the word bath. So as we saw earlier, bath with a T sound might become bat, or it can be the fish, a bass with an S. And our last one here, guys, number 20, the word is thawed. Thawed. If we substitute that TH with a T, we get the man's name Todd. And if we substitute with an S sound, we get sawed, like the past tense of the verb to saw. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I really hope that it was helpful to see that the TH sound can be really, really, really important. And yes, it can, in fact, lead to miscommunications. And as you'll have noticed, the higher the context, then the less chance that a substitution will cause a miscommunication. Meaning if you have a really strong choice of vocabulary word, if your grammar is really spot on, then maybe the turning into a d won't confuse your listener. But if your grammar isn't exactly what it needs to be, or if you're not using the best word choice, then it will become trickier. Like if you think of the story with the osteopath asking about the bath, perhaps instead of a bath, he had used the word bathtub. Then even if he had said bathtub, then my friend would have probably figured it out, right? But otherwise, I want you to pay attention to both the voiced and the voiceless TH sounds, as they really will help you be better understood by listeners who are native English speakers. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.